Hello! Hold on, you're coming in. Go ahead and unmute yourself and turn on your camera. You already know how to do this.
Oh
I'm trying to find my own
my
lip
gosh.
gloss. Ah! How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Oh my
I
gosh.
am excellent. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
I know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so stay with me. Also, I apologize for running a few minutes behind. That's per usual. But my last
Totally
client was in.
understand.
Thank you. Yeah, she was in Hawaii and she was having connectivity issues, and I was like, all right.
I'm from
Um.
Hawaii,
Oh,
so I totally understand.
are you ready for this? Okay, so
Yes.
she was. I literally walked in. I came out for a second. I went to go. I lost my straw. I dropped on the ground, so I went to go get another one, and then I came back in here. But at first, she was living on the island of Kauai, and that's where she's
Mm.
at, and she has a retreat. And then I pulled up your appointment before I went to go get the straw, and I was like, "What are the odds? Kauai, and then Kauai, and then now you're in
Yep.
Hawaii. Like that's or you're from there. So that's all linked together. There's no, and this is probably gonna be a hardcore no, but you know I get things all day long, and I'm trying to figure out where. No, Anita. Nobody named Anita though, or Anna or anything connected to you, right?
I do have an Anita, but I don't think
What?
she's passed.
No, that's okay. Who is that? Who is that?
She's my godmother,
Oh, shut
my
up.
grandmother's best friend, Anita. Yeah.
Okay, I saw. Okay, so this morning I had to go drive to take my husband to a hospital thing, colonoscopy. And so as we were driving, yeah, as we were driving over there, I'm just like, not paying attention, zoning out, looking outside at like the pretty forest, and all of a sudden my vision goes. Essentially, the feeling is like, look at this, and I look down at the GPS and it says Anita Road, and I was like, I've never seen that in my life before. We lived here for 3 years, and so I was like, I bet somebody's gonna be named Anita. I don't know. So
Interesting.
so that's
Interesting.
so what does that mean? That now this is where my brain goes. What does that mean? Your grandma though is passed though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's I bet that's her saying hi to
Yeah.
Anita.
That's her
Uh,
best friend.
yeah, so that's what that would be why. And then so that means she was with me today. And then
Oh, good. Good.
what about her? There is this brewing feeling, and what do I mean by brewing? Not like beer, but like coming up or it's happening or it's about to with
Hmm.
her. I don't think she is dying, but there could be like a hospitalization or something, or maybe it just
Mm.
no, it didn't just happen. She's been good, but she knows it. Hold on. Somebody's putting FMLA. Oh, what? Hold on. Oh, when did that song come out? Hang on. There's dates that go with things. Hold on. I'm not just looking at my phone for a song. Hang on. LMA. Is that how we said it? LMFAO. When did the Party Rock out anthem? That's what they called it.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that's what they're playing in my brain, and I'm like, what? Hold on. So,
How funny.
oh, it gets weird. Just stay with me. Is there anything to do with like right around January 25th or like the 25th of a month or like right around there?
Well, my birthday's tomorrow, so maybe that's
Oh,
why.
yes, it is. Oh, and it's the Party Rock anthem.
Yes. How funny.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I've never seen that. So now you need to listen to that when we get off here. And
I
they're
do.
celebrating your birthday. Oh, that's cute. Cool.
I love it.
Oh,
That's a great song to celebrate it too.
yeah. It came out. So it came out January 25th of 2011.
How funny.
Uh-huh. So that's how
That's
that's tied
awesome.
together. Uh-huh. So when they do stuff like that, and this is just for you later on with like your family too. So remember, when you're channeling or when you're feeling or when you're just sitting there kind of like zoning out, the way you know if it's your thought versus a spirit is your thought you pull in. You go like, I want cheese
Mm,
or I need to do
mm.
laundry. Spirits go party rock anthem. Why? Why did that
Huh.
just randomly start playing in my brain? There's no reason. I didn't pull it in. So now you
Right.
investigate it. And because the only way they can talk about dates is if I have something like emotionally tied to it. And so since I have nothing
Mm.
emotionally tied to like the 23rd, the closest they
Right.
can get right now is songs that I can look up and see the date. That's
That's
it.
still pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. And so you're talking about you're bringing up my lip gloss now. So why? That's Sephora. Oh, hold on. Um, Pure. Hang on. What? does that mean? They're talking about skincare with you. I'm like, her skin looks great.
Mm,
And then they're talking about how, do you just use like but you don't use sunscreen all the time though, correct? Like that's not a,
I
no.
don't know.
Yeah, that's
No, I
okay.
don't.
I don't either. Okay, I don't either. Yeah, they're talking about putting on like cream, but they put basic or nice. I go, okay, well that's good. And then
Oh,
I,
that's funny, actually.
why?
I've been complaining the last 2 months. I haven't done any skincare, and just randomly, I've been like, okay, I need to get some sort of lotion. I need to get some exfoliation. And
Yes,
so I just recently started getting stuff because I was like, I need to. It's getting bad.
you did. Okay, so that would be why. So they brought up Sephora, because I've been looking at getting. I need to go get another one of my like Kyle's what Kiels whatever it is like night cream, and it's
Mm.
so far away from me. It's like 45 minutes away, and when I order on Sephora, it's always like a crapshoot. Like, does it show up? Does it not? Because of where I'm at. So they're bringing up that conundrum that I need, and they're applying it to you, saying like, we
How
know about
funny.
this. It's a good thing,
Yeah,
and I would even say that they put that in your brain just to make yourself feel good and take care of your body.
seriously. I need to. I
Yes.
needed to. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's them. And what about her? Oh, why are you showing me that? Um, this is, I think this is going to be a no, but I'm just going to ask. You don't have any, you have no tattoos like right here, right?
Not, I have two on my rib, like small ones on my ribs here.
Oh, okay. It's on. Okay, because
Yeah.
they showed me two on either side, and I'm like, where is
Mhm.
this at? They're saying flanking, and I'm like, maybe this is.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so it's up here. And those don't have anything to do with your like your loved ones. They're just things that you liked at that point, though. Correct?
Yeah, they're not, they don't really have to do with any loved ones or anything.
Yeah, that's okay. I have a one from my dad on my rib, so I was like, maybe that's a thing, and they're like, no, 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 no.
Mm.
And they're what? Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm getting too excited. Let me calm down. The Anita thing. I knew I needed to remember it. John. John what? Hold on. Kelly. Hold on. Stay with me. Hold on. Where are you going with that? Who is that? That's my uncle. That's my great uncle. Do you have a brother? Your grandmother had a brother?
She did have a brother.
Okay, interesting. And he's dead. Men die early,
Yeah.
so yes, he is dead. And
Mhm.
she and Edward. Okay, so he has like some regal white boy name of some sort or something. Hang on, what's his name?
I actually don't know
Oh, well,
because
you
the
find that
brother,
out.
yeah, the brother passed like as a baby, as like a like small baby.
Wow. Oh, so that's
Yeah.
why. That's why they show it
Yeah.
young. Okay, thank you. So
So I
that would be
don't know
why.
his name, and I feel like I should.
No, well, look, just figure it out at some point. Let me know. And where? Shh. What about her now? You don't have a. They showed me a dog walking through your kitchen, but you don't. Is there a dog in here right now? There's not a dog walking through your
Not right
kitchen.
now, but I would not be surprised if he was strolling through.
Okay, yeah, they just it's like an imprint in my brain, and you hear dunk dunk dunk
The
dunk
males.
dunk dunk, yeah, walking through, and I'm like, all right. And why is he? He's not fluffy though, right? He doesn't have like the fluffy tail.
One does. One
One
does.
does. Okay,
Hmm.
they just showed me a dog that I saw. Sad to say, but the side of the road, not alive. And you saw the tail. Mind you, remember, so they're taking images and pictures that I've seen for like the past week, and that's the only place I've seen a dog with a fluffy tail recently. And they're saying like,
Trust
"I love
me.
your dog's not dying," but that's how they showed it.
Thank
And
goodness.
yes, yeah. Okay, teeth. What?
Yes. Oh
What
my
is
God.
that about?
He has terrible teeth. Terrible, like otherworldly teeth issues.
Oh, poor sweetie. I get that. I get that. And it stinks and it's a pain in the ass. And why? They're like, why cause him more trauma if need to? Just let him live out his life. And I'm like,
Okay, okay, no, that's good because he has to get teeth removed so often, and I'm the one that's like, I feel like we need to keep bringing him in to make sure they're not,
yeah, yeah, getting infected and bad. So
yeah.
is he like 9? How old is he?
He, yeah, he's gonna be turning 8.
He's going to be turning 8. Okay, cool. Because she goes like this. They're talking about how, I said, well, how old is he? I said, I know I had a schnauzer and he was 14 and he
Mhm.
was having issues. And they go, no, 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 no. He still has a few years left. And they go, not even 10 or like rounding 10. I'm like, all right,
Mhm.
cool. And what? Charlie. Hang on. Give me a second. What do you mean by that? That is military language. Hold on. Who? Who are you? There's a guy that just flashed in my head. Okay, it just like randomly popped up. No friends, no. It's a spirit for another person. Leave that there. It just felt. It was like this. I'm channeling. I feel your family. I feel your family. Boop, and then like left, and I'm like, that usually means that
Later.
somebody, yeah, they try when they pass tragically or like they commit suicide or they die of a drug overdose, they'll like pop in and there's
Mm.
something that is, I promise you this, there's something, the reason why he showed up is because there's something that I'm supposed to see in you that's going to
Mm.
reflect to his person later. Do I know what that is yet? Wait,
Mm.
what state are you in again?
Florida.
Florida. Ah, that may be why. Okay, so I will almost promise you this. When I figure out who he is, he's probably my not next one, but the one after that. I bet his family is in Florida or he died in Florida. I'll have to send you the clip if that comes and you'll be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And why hold on. Go back. Hang on. So they're showing me I asked why did you move away from Hawaii? That's what I'm asking. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Just stay with me. So they have you packing a box. Obviously, that's what happens when you move. But then
Mm.
they have you saying, like, there's disappointment, but there's also relief, which is interesting. So I guess you just moved back to the mainland for just better opportunities. Is that
Mhm.
it? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
We left
Who's
when
the
we were like
guy?
17, and
Oh,
we I was living with my mom, and then we left living with her to live with my older sister.
to live with the
So
older
there's so
sister.
yeah, there was, disappointment, but also relief
Yeah,
for sure.
okay, I understand that now. All right, yeah, because they're just they you have this very happy face, but you're like, oh my god, okay, this is better
Hmm.
now. And where was she more on the Big Island? Is that where she was at?
Maui.
My last my last client's dad was on Maui and he died on Maui. So interesting. That's the okay. Yeah, I go. Are they Kauai as well? And they're like, no, 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 a little bit bigger, more populated. I'm like, okay. See, I
Yeah,
have to go. I need to go to all the islands. I've only been to
you
Kauai,
do. You
and I
really,
was.
but you went to the best one. You actually went to the best one, in my
Did
opinion.
I
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yes.
See, I want
Yeah.
more culture. I want more culture. There's no.
Definitely. So I think the Big Island might be good for you next then, because then you get to see like then you get to see, like the Hawaiian, like the
Yeah.
chief stuff and like where they kind of marched or
Yeah.
whatever. And the lava is always sick.
The lava.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But Kauai was
Oh.
personally my favorite. They had the best shells.
Oh,
It
they
was
do.
my, it
They
was
do.
amazing.
They do. They have the best greenery. They have the best shells. They
Yes,
have the best animals. All of that.
yes.
The thing that made me go is when I got there. I was thinking we're gonna have this like Hawaiian experience where you go and you hang out. Like I'm so used to being in Houston and I go to Mexico and we're just like in the ghetto and just experiencing
Um,
what it's like to be in that type of lifestyle and or just like like a local. And when I got
mhm.
there, the place that we stayed was the Ritz Princeville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You're on the
So
nice end.
yes, the nice end and everything is curated. And oh my god, look at this
Yeah.
$15 coconut. And I'm like, I found one on the side of the road and I'm cutting open with my machete. Like, why are we paying for that? And then everybody they get all the poor people that are out of Hawaii and they're just like, just dance for them. And I'm like,
Uh,
wait, so I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, this is like a Southern California thing that we've just implemented and put here on Kauai. And everybody's
Probably, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The
But it's
rest of
still
it was
beautiful.
oh, it was 100%. And why? Hang on, go back, go back. Who are you? Who is apologizing? Hang on. I remember a little bit of our session. I don't remember it all. I remember you all the way. So I'm sorry if I overlap things, okay?
No, no, no worries.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Hold on. Mm, come here. Where? This is gonna be a weird thing. I don't exactly know how to put this into words yet. Did anybody have? No, nobody had like I don't think they had throat cancer. Did anybody have like I guess it could be throat or thyroid, or did they have like a lot of like tumors or nodules here?
You're on the track.
Yeah.
So my grandpa, he like aspirated.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so there was like the throat
Yeah.
issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause somebody's talking about how something is blocking something
Hmm.
and you can't do anything about it. And they put
Yeah.
me in a medical setting though as well. And I'm like, okay. And then they're talking about what a pain in the ass this is. And it's a man. And I'm like, okay. First I thought it was
Yeah.
your dad or like father figure. And I was like, no. So it's because it's your grandfather. And
Hmm.
hang on. Jim? Is there a Jimmy or a Jim or a James that goes along with anybody?
James is my last name, like
Oh,
my
that's your
maiden last name.
that's your maiden last name. Okay, cool, cool,
Hmm.
cool. I forget that Jimmy is James. Okay, so that's that. And but you actually took your dad's last name, not your mom's, even though they were separated.
Yeah.
Way to go. Okay,
Yeah.
and hang on. Somebody said he's a good cat. So how does is there any random connection to like Boston or like Massachusetts area for y'all at all on your dad's side?
I don't think so.
That's
I
why I
don't
know.
know too much about it, about that
Okay.
side. I don't
Oh, you
know too
don't.
much about that side. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Just because some when they said that's a great cat, it's not a cat like meow. It's like housemate. Oh, that's a great cat. You know, like that, like crazy cat, like just that kind of like
Mm,
New York Yankee sounding thing.
lingo.
And yeah,
Interesting.
thank you. Yeah, and so I'm like, and I said New York or Jersey, and they're like, no, no, no. So I'm like, all right, maybe Boston. I don't know. So
Huh.
put that there. Hang on.
Okay.
You never got a sea turtle tattoo. Hold on.
No, that's so funny.
Yeah, why? What were you thinking about doing that, or is sea turtles like a
No,
thing?
but I had seen a medium before and they said that my grandpa's symbol that he shows me are sea turtles. So I wonder if that's what
Yes,
they're
yes, it's
talking
exactly.
about.
Yeah, they showed me a I don't know what they call them, not tropical, but the what are the ones the tribal tattoos like that, but they
Oh,
turned it into like a sea turtle, like the thick
oh
black,
my gosh.
and they just put it up like that, and I'm like, all right, so I would say
Funny.
yes, that would be his symbol, and where. Since we're talking about Hawaii, they're bringing up all the things that I saw when I was there, and go back. Okay, palm. All right, what? Oh, but you do eat meat though, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, hold on. They just went through and they showed me chicken like that, and I'm like, okay, hold on. What do you mean by that? Hang on. Are you? No, you're okay with getting things on your hands, and you're not allergic to shellfish at all, correct?
Correct.
Okay, somebody just showed me a crab claw, but like a coconut crab claw, and then they cracked it and they
Huh.
had you go. And I'm like, do are we a texture thing? I'm like, she's not autistic. And then I was like, is there an allergy? And they're like, no. So I'm gonna say a couple of things. I would also say maybe add crab in there just for fun, or just see. I don't think it's a symbol for him, but there may be something where you see that a lot, or maybe like a symbol of a coconut crab, or that could actually come up. So I don't know. Email me. That'd be interesting. They may just
That's
be
funny. I'm gonna write that down.
layering on top of it, and go back. Mm, so that's hold on. But the window that you're on right now is not looking into the backyard. That's looking into the side.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, they're
Yeah.
talking about that. I said, "What is this position?" And they go, "Oh, fence. Oh, it's behind." And I'm like,
Yes.
"Okay." And they like your home where you're at, and they're talking about looking out this window. There's steps that go down to the ground.
No, 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 not up here.
Okay, interesting. Because he goes like this. He says, "Oh, she's higher up than the ground." I'm like, "Well, I don't think she's on the second floor." So I'm like, maybe that's lifted a little bit. And tell me, but you don't have any like plants or anything right next to the house right here, though, right?
No, it's like kind of dead,
It's
like
dead.
shrubbery.
Okay, so that would be why they just showed me. My mom was bringing me like antique roses that she bought for my birthday randomly, and they just got those roses and they went boop 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 boop, and they're like, make it nice or like make it pretty,
You
and
probably need to.
that's yes. And where? Oh, do you have a? I don't think it's that big right there. Hold on. Maybe you have really big furniture. Hold on. Because you don't have a sectional right now, though. You just have like a really big couch. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, they're talking about that. They're like sitting in your living room, or they're
I
hanging
want
out
a
with you.
sectional though. I
You
want
do.
one.
That's where that's coming from.
I want
Okay.
one.
Yep. So that's in the works. They put this really wide, like where you
It's
sit.
huge.
Yes. Okay.
It's
That would be why. And where? When was this? Because this house is not that old, right? This house was made in like what, like the 60s, maybe?
Yeah, it's not super old. It's not super
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is this one of those like two-bedroom bungalows that I hear about?
old. Yeah, yeah.
It
That's a
is.
good way to describe it.
Okay. Okay. I was just on my friend. I was just on the phone with my friend yesterday, Lauren, the mortician, and she was telling me about how. Now, mind you, how many times I've been to Florida? One time. That's it. That's all. And she was on the phone with me, and she was like, "Oh, my sister. She's in Florida, but she's in like St. Petersburg or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that
Yeah,
area."
yeah,
Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, she's selling her house." I said, "Well, how much?" And she goes, "Well, it needs 250, but she wants 350, but the market is different." I said, "What kind of house?" She goes,
yeah.
"Oh, two bedroom like bungalow." I said, "They have those there?" I said, "It's Florida." She goes, "It's a lot of vacation stuff." I'm like,
Yes.
"Okay." So they
Yeah.
just brought that out,
Oh,
and that's where that came from. And I don't want you to move. I like where you're at. And
good, good.
yeah, it's good. It's good. Where? Is there a Jason or a J something? JA connected to y'all?
Yes. So I have a sister, JJ. My dad that I don't really know is named Jay.
J?
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. So both.
yes.
Okay. All the way. And why? Mm, there's a feeling of like, and you don't need to know him. That's it.
Yeah.
They're like X X. I go okay,
Yeah.
and so we're going to be going and talking more about the sister. Then that's the direction they're going in. And hang on. So is you and your sister's relationship? I mean, I don't think it was ever bad, but it's getting better.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just like, oh, it's building. I'm like,
Yeah,
good.
exactly. It's building.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no push to do it. There's just they're talking about it, and where? It's because you were in Hawaii. That's where you were swimming at. They showed you swimming, and then I was like, "Oh, is she on a swim team?" And they're like, "No, dumbass. They're like ocean." I'm like, "Ah, okay, okay." But you don't have scoliosis at all. You don't have any issue or like at all, right?
No, no, not with
Okay,
my back. No.
okay. There's something interesting, and you don't look like you do either. But there's something. So I have it, and so you'll see me sit like this, and it's because I have a curve that goes this way, but you can't tell. It's just like the
Mm,
position. It hurts if I like sit up straight all the time. That's why you see me move around so much. But they're talking about that same middle of the back road, and they're making it ache. And I'm like, she's not picking anything up. She's not doing anything crazy. She's not going and lifting weights. Like, where is this coming from? So my brain's like, is this scoliosis? And that's why I asked you that. And so hold on. Let's see. Hold on. There's somebody just made me hear driving in the car with you, and you're like, damn it. Just
that
really,
sounds.
Yes. Just, it's not fuck, it's damn it. And you grit your teeth and you say it like that, and they just showed me your face, but it's like quieter to yourself. And they have you fine. We'll go back around. And do I know when that is? I don't know, but apparently they're with you.
I'm sure that happened at some point.
Yeah, there's some correlation between that. Mm, but you're driving an SUV right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm This is not to scare you. This is nothing bad. You're not dying in a car wreck. There's nothing like that. But I'm thinking that maybe coming up pretty soon, and it feels almost like in a parking lot. Like
Mm.
it's not on a main road or anything. You may end up getting hit from behind, but not
Mm.
hard, just enough where you're just like, damn it. Like that.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
type of energy. But I think the back thing would have to go along with that.
Hmm.
Uh, but if you get hit, it's like the person's going like 15 miles an hour. Like it's
Yeah.
not fast. But I think the whole moral of that story is because it's not an if, it's a when. When this happens, don't just go, oh, it's okay. Like, go and get checked out, because I think that
Mhm.
just that little bit of an impact, maybe just like how your body is, or just how it's positioned, it may like slip a disc or have an issue that you don't know about until like a week later. And by the time it gets there, everything's already
Okay.
said and done. But they're talking about with the SUV, they're talking about, oh, she'll be safe. She's fine. There's nothing negative. Like, it's just like
Good.
something that down the line will make you be like, fuck, why didn't I go get seen? Like that whole
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that I think goes more along with like insurance and money and stuff, all that jazz. But you're in Florida. I was going to say it does feel warm outside. It's warm all the time there. So I'm going to say probably March, early April, because it doesn't feel like it's like hot yet.
Yeah.
So
I
just
like
just watch
that.
out for that. And I don't think you're still married though at this point, right?
Hmm.
Okay, good. Because it's an absence of the husband. The husband is not in the car. So
Okay.
it's just like you on your own when this happens. And
Okay.
hang on, tell me. Somebody just showed me Trader Joe's. Hang on, that's funny. Hang on.
Oh my God, they brought that up last time too.
Oh, did they really? Shut
They
up. Do you
did.
still go there? Is
I
that your
do.
thing?
Yes. This she actually brought this up last time too, how she will come with
Really?
me to Trader Joe's. Yeah, because it
That's
reminds
so.
me of her.
I
It's so funny.
still, do you know how many times I've probably been to Trader Joe's since our last session? That many.
Probably zero.
None. There's none around here. They don't exist. Like, it's not a thing. So she pulled that from California from like 3 years
That
ago
is so
again.
funny.
Yeah, so she's just talking because at first she showed me HelloFresh, like the box, the
Mm,
food company, and then she switched it and she showed me, oh no, we don't spend our money on that. We go to Trader Joe's, and I'm like,
hmm.
oh okay. And she's talking about diet, how you do a good job, and
Oh, that's so funny.
Ralphie, you're not trying to have what is that?
Wow. Okay, that is
No.
so that's okay, so that's my grandpa's name, but we just named we just named renamed our son's middle name. We switched
You
his
did.
name.
I was about to ask, are you going to have a boy? Like, because Ralphie is a little kid's name.
Yes, we swapped his middle name from Valor to Ralph. That is crazy.
Yes. Okay,
We
good job. See?
That was
Okay.
crazy.
Uh-huh, that is on point. Good job. And today, okay, I don't know what's today. Like today, my brain is cracked out. So we had the whole hospital thing this morning, but we live in a tiny town, and so I'm sitting in the surgery center, and
Mm,
like there's people that are dying. There's the guy sitting next to me that he's waiting for his mom to come out of like breast cancer surgery from a double mastectomy. Like you're
mm.
around all of this and you're feeling it all. And then I get home and I start chanting the lady that makes my jewelry, and then like all this shit, like just Anita on the way over there. So we've been on something today. So it's a thing.
Oh
Where?
my gosh.
Tell me about him. Peter. Is there a Peter? You can say no to that. Is there a Peter connected anywhere?
No, not that
Okay,
I
that's
know.
okay. They showed me Peter Griffin from Family Guy, and that's why I was like, it's not Griffin, and that's why I'm like, what? So hold on. Let's see. Give me a second. What does that mean? See, I went too fast. Hang on. There's. Hold on. And you don't want any other kids though right now at all, right? We're done with them so far?
I mean, I would be willing to have 10 at this point
Ah,
if I
yes,
could.
yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. And where? Hang on. They go, oh, and don't worry, we don't need more kids. No, it's fine. Tell her not to stress about it. And that's why I was like, oh, maybe
Okay,
we
yeah,
don't.
there's stress about it. So
There is.
so
Oh, okay. Well, let's get into that. That's why we're bringing in here. There's an interesting. The only way I think this is what they were showing me. This is gonna sound so weird. So you've obviously seen the show Family Guy, or like you know about it, right?
yeah.
And so they're talking about, and I think this is a huge satire. This doesn't mean what it is, but essentially they're talking about, oh, you don't need another kid because if you did, it'd be a boy and it would turn out like evil, like Stewie, like just something funny, like in that area. And I'm like, okay, hold on, but you do. There's a bank. Do you have a bank of eggs already?
Interesting. IVF. Yeah.
Okay,
Even
okay.
embryos.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So they're just like, and you know what? She still has a bank. I was like, no shit. Like, you can't do anything. And then there's a
Funny.
baby. And I'm like, all right, bank of
Wow, how funny.
babies.
A
Uh-huh.
bank of eggs.
Yes, that bank of eggs. And where? Hang on. They're just like, it's almost like I would want. God, that's even more expensive. I hope they really bring that stuff down. Like
I know.
it's ridiculous. It's I don't know how to say this. Have you ever thought about doing the implantation on like a surrogate?
I have not put thought into it, no.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just thinking. I'm like, I just saw a sign that said $75,000 to be a surrogate. I was like, that's a little expensive, but okay. We're driving to my doctor's appointment on Monday, and I saw that, and they brought that up.
Hmm.
I think that if you decided to try it again and do it and use those eggs, you don't have anything wrong with your anatomy, though. Um,
I have a blocked fallopian tube, so that's what prevents
oh,
us from like
from
actually
nat.
conceiving. Yeah.
Okay, okay, natural. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because they're talking about. I go, "So you have a tilted uterus? Is there like something?" They're like, "Nope." I've heard that before. I've never heard of the blocked fallopian tube,
Oh,
and that also means that down the line, within the next week, I'm going to meet somebody that has that, and they're going to flash me your face, and I'll send you that clip.
oh, how
You're going to be,
funny.
you're going to be my symbol for it, and go back. Hmm. 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 Time is of the essence, but if you wanted to try to do it, could you wait till like January of next year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be basically, I think, when we would have to do it. So,
yeah.
and it's me that's like, I'm old,
I know. I know.
you
No, you're
know,
not. No, you're not. You're what, 30, 34? How old are you right now?
33 tomorrow.
33. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Because they go like this. I said, old. I said, how old? My mom had me when she was 36. So don't freak out. And my dad was 54, but they're talking about she has time.
Yeah.
Tell her to wait. Just wait a year. Breathe. Take it off. Then come back to it.
Yeah.
It'll be good. So that's what I'm going to tell you to do.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I
And
will. I'll stop stressing about that.
yeah, just because remember when you go through and you stress about it, when you have all that stress energy, you're not doing anything good for yourself. You're releasing all those fucking hormones in your body and
Yeah.
everything else that causes your, like, can I
Yeah.
channel if I'm stressed?
Probably
No.
not.
You're creating an entire universe in your stomach. Think
I've
about
been
it that
learning to
way.
like that.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
think
No,
about it that
I
way.
really think with that.
Mm-hmm. And where I think that if you ended up doing that, you'd end up having another boy. You're a boy mom. You're a
I
boy
love
mom.
it. I love it.
Yeah, you're an absolute boy mom. But is there any Thomas? Hang on, that's Green. You don't know anybody with the last name Green, right?
Green. No, I don't think. No, I don't think so.
Showed me my friend. Well, it's her husband. His name is Thomas. Their last name is Green. They own the Green Manor. It's haunted. Your home is not haunted, but it's in Connecticut. And hang on. Fort something. Fort what? Hang on. You're not next to a military base. You're not next to a... Do you not like St. Augustine? Or have you not been there before?
No,
Yeah.
I did go there once. Yeah. Yeah, I did go there once, but I don't know if they're trying to mention that I was in the military.
Oh,
Possibly.
yeah, that would be why. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, they showed me. So there's a fort, an old fort in St. Augustine back from like the 1700s. And so they keep showing me military. They keep showing me forts. They keep showing me around. They're making a big deal about this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And hang on. Did you cut it at like 8 years?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. Okay. They said a little, I said, was it the first shift? So like 4, or is it the second shift? They go, oh no, she made 4, but she went more. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it has to be 8. No, it's not. It's 5. And where? Why? But you didn't leave with disability though, correct?
I didn't leave with it, but I ended up getting some.
You did?
When
Okay, good,
yeah,
good,
yeah.
good.
When I
Okay.
got out, I did.
Good. Somebody goes, you know what, military, cut the crap. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they go, give her disability. I said, did she leave because of a medical issue? I said, did she get disability because of leaving, like a severance? No. And so like, there's this pull of that. I would even say down the line, as this continues, I don't know, maybe try for 100% down the line. We'll have to see.
I would love to. Yeah, I'm almost there.
You are, yes. And you know, that may be, why? Is it from like your knees or what?
No, honestly, it's like a collect. Oh, wait, actually, there is a chunk of it that's my feet. I had
yeah.
a bunch of foot surgeries from
Oh, shit.
the military.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they like messed them up, which has now given me the disability percentage, which I love. So
The issue, yes, okay, mess them up again. No, so that makes so my ex-husband, who we all co-parent together, he has messed up knees from being a jumper, but because of that, he had flat feet before, and they went in and they tried to correct it, and he's actually on leave right now because he had to have bone spur surgery because of how they redid it, and so he's like propped up, and he's the Air Force, and so that's why I'm like, is it knees or is it?
Yeah, it was bunionectomies on my feet. So
that's okay. So okay. Oh man, those are painful.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have that done. Yeah, they are. And why? What about her then? It's funny, they haven't like brought up your husband at all. It's like he doesn't exist in my brain, which is so funny. It's like the world of you. I know he exists, but why? He doesn't, but he doesn't travel for work. He stays here, right? Just to confirm. Yeah. Okay. And Bali, you and your freaking islands. Hang on. Hold on. And you're over Disney? You're like totally over Disney?
I'm not a Disney adult.
You're not an adult? Good job. Okay. I go, well, what about, I said, what are you talking about? They go, travel, trip. And I go, well, she's in Florida. I said, are they going to take the kid to Disney? Or I said, a lot of people move there because they love it. And then they have you go like that. And I'm like, yep. So it's a no-go. It's a no-go.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. That's exactly what I do with.
Yep. I went there, and I have never spent so much money in my life. And I was
on
like,
a
this
churro,
is stupid.
like $20 for a churro.
And it wasn't even good. It was dry.
Yeah.
I know. I can go down to like, what is it, Miami, and go to Little Cuba and get something better than that, you know?
Yeah.
And churros are Mexican, but they like to do those down there too. Hold on. Come back here. They're trying to put I I could just sit here and channel you. Like the way you feel is so nice. Like there's no
Oh,
heaviness. There's no like it doesn't make me tired. So it's just fun.
oh, I like that.
It is. They're trying to bring me back to a conversation I had with my jewelry person today while I was channeling her. Her husband is dead. His name is Michael. I'm just going to say everything. This is the puzzle I'm
Okay.
figuring out. Her husband's name Michael. You have nothing connected to a Michael. Then they brought up end of March,
Hmm.
which my husband's is the 21st, hers was the 23rd. That's where they came together. I'm wondering, but husband's birthday he's a Taurus though, right? Is he
Sag,
May?
December
He's
6th.
sat. Okay, so he's a fire sign. Okay, because they go like this. They go, oh, he's tough and more competitive. And I'm like, all right, so this may be a Taurus. No, he's a Sag. And tell me why. That may be why they're bringing up my ex-husband too, because his birthday is December 6th. That may be why, which is
Mm,
interesting. And he is, hold on, can't tell. So is he like two or no? He's a year older than you.
he's 6 years younger.
He's 6 years younger. Okay,
Mhm.
they go. Oh, not they. What did they say? They go, oh, he's so mature, and somebody laughs and
Yeah.
says, can't, yeah. They go, can't tell, and I'm like, why? I'm like, okay, so there's like a deficit, and it's because they're talking about how he's mature, but he's younger. So I'm like,
Hmm.
maybe that just means he's a little bit older. There's like a
How
joke in there,
funny.
but he's not.
Yeah.
Thank you. And how? Oh wow. So that relationship took off very quickly, didn't it?
Very,
Okay,
very
somebody goes
fast.
hot and bothered. And I was like, well, there you go. That works. So, like, your grandma's talking about it. She's all up in there. Okay.
That is
And
hilarious.
yes. And
Grandma.
who? She is. There's not a Peggy connected to you all.
My mom was friends with a Peggy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I
There's.
and I think she passed, but I don't know much about her. But I
Oh,
know
that's
there's a
okay.
Peggy.
Okay. Yep. But leave that there. Somebody goes, Peggy. Like, okay,
Interesting.
so they would be saying hi if that's true. I mean, there's I think your grandfather's talking about this because he's the one speaking right now.
Mm.
Where I don't know what the humming does. Apparently, it does something. Hold on. Oh, wait, it's like a focus thing.
She has to
Hang on.
process.
It is. That's exactly what it is. There are things that when I'm channeling, I catch myself doing, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing with that?" Like, it doesn't make. It's like two different worlds going on at the same time. Hold on. Shh. What? They just showed me, but you're not allowed chickens at all at your house, correct? Just to confirm that.
No, I
Okay.
wish.
Yeah, yeah. They just showed you picking up a chick and handing it to your son, and then they turned it into a full-on chicken, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh, that'd be a dream.
I know, I know. So I would even say maybe that is like a dream and it'll happen down the line. Not right now. I mean it's
Mm.
good, but it will happen. I don't know when, but I think they're just trying to show me little bits and pieces of your future and where.
Oh,
Would you consider hold on. Have you ever considered oh, you're a beach baby though. You're gonna kill me if I say this. You've never considered moving up to like, oh God, I can't see you there. You never want to move north, but like there's this odd they put for me the whole thing is like coastal, but you wouldn't want to get in the water. Like that's what so I'm like, is it because it's cold or is it because you live next to the Gulf of Mexico, which is dirty? Because that's where I live. So I'm
yeah.
like,
That's
which
yeah.
one is
Gulf.
it?
I'm in the
Okay.
Gulf.
You're okay, thank you. Yeah. And why? But your husband wasn't military though, correct?
He was.
He was. So that's why you could get a GI Bill all the way
Yeah,
through
we're
for a
using it.
house. You are. Okay, so that's what
Yeah.
that is. Okay, so they're talking about in the future, I'm talking 10, 15 years from now. I mean, not probably 10 years, not close, but not far away. They're talking about you having disability, They're talking about GI Bill. They're talking about, there's an odd feeling of, I'm even wondering if you don't purchase a home and then you redo it. I don't think it's that
Mm,
you build one. I think it's that you purchase like one and then redo it. There's something about
mm,
that. But then that turns into like your place. There's another feeling of like moving a little bit further north instead of south, but I think you're still in the state. I don't think you went
mm.
to Alabama or any of that places. But hang on. I don't think you'll ever fully move out to like farmland hardcore, but I know in Florida, just like in Texas, you have the city and then you have like, 50 acres of
Right,
farmland just hanging out, right? So
right,
that's
right.
that's always plausible. So that could be a thing. But yeah, I don't know, like be comfortable. I mean, you're comfortable with where you're at. I like where you're at. I like what you're doing, but there's definitely that shift. But then if you ended up having this second kid, you would end up staying here though for a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I used to live in a two-bedroom, one-bathroom house. It was in West Texas, and so I know exactly how that feels. And I'm like, but then if she has two kids, how? And they're like, oh no, we're gonna pack them together. I'm like, good.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
comfortable. And they're talking about how this is a good idea. So they're just talking about
Oh,
the rest of your
good,
life.
good, good.
I like that you are Taylor. Hold on. Is there a Ryan connected to y'all?
Yes, my
Who's
cousin.
that? That's oh,
He's
that's my cousin Ryan too. His sister's name is Taylor, and so that's what they brought up. So thank you. And so they're saying hi to Ryan, and
Oh,
why? And that goes more on like the aunt side. Is that what that
yes.
is? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they're just talking about how is he has a kiddo?
He has two.
He does. Okay,
Hmm.
okay. They go, oh, and congratulations. I go, what? They go, one
Oh,
more. Or kid. I think that they're not babies, but they're just talking about seeing them. And where? And y'all don't do any type of like family. No. They said no. No. There's no, what do they call those? Family reunions, something that we don't do.
mm-mm. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
And what? Shh. They're really interested in your back again. Hang on. Maybe that's your husband. Hang on. He just has a tattoo on his arm, though. He doesn't have any on his back, though, right?
Yeah, he's got one on his arm.
Yeah, okay. They just
Yeah.
showed him without a shirt on. Your grandma's spying on him. Apparently.
The only thing I can think with my back is when I'm changing our son's
Yeah.
diapers, it's such an odd angle because we do it on the bed that I get up and I'm like, oh, my back.
Oh. That it hurts. That may be a thing because they keep showing you bending over. And so
Yes.
I'm like, what is this? What, and since I haven't changed a diaper in fucking 14 years, that's as close as I can get to you. Okay. So they're saying be careful. And that may also go along with the whole space
Okay.
thing since we don't have a lot of room for like
Mm,
changing tables and all that crap. Like we don't need that.
hmm.
That's the biggest waste of furniture, by the way. And
Right.
it is. And they're talking about like watch out for that. And that may even be a
Okay.
little bit aggravated by something coming up. So we'll just see. We'll
Hmm.
just see.
Okay.
And more disability.
I
There you
hope
go.
so.
Just I do too. I do. I think it'll be successful with that. Is there a rose connected to somebody?
Yes, that's my
Who's
grandma's name.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, somebody goes
Wow.
Rose. I go,
Oh, wow. They did
okay.
great with names today.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
Really.
said. Today is on, we're on some type of crack. I don't know what's up. And
Wow. They did great.
yeah, there's sometimes they can do better with dates, sometimes they can do better with names, and it's just how we feel. It's
Yeah.
weird. Okay, hold on. She's talking about my Harry Potter table that I have. Hold on. Um, you don't like it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I just liked it because it was a snake. It just happened to be Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter. I'm
You
a big
do.
Harry Potter fan.
You are okay. So
Yeah.
that would be why. Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is they had a whole thing for Pottery Barn, and they had
Oh, yes.
a
I
s-
did see that collection.
You did. Okay, you did. Yes. Okay. So that would be why. So why didn't you get anything from it?
Because usually Pottery Barn is so expensive
It is, and
that
you
I
could.
can't bring myself. I think I got a spatula from them once of a like a Gryffindor spatula. I don't know.
Okay, okay, okay. No, I know. This was my Christmas present from my husband. So he like it showed up. So I was like, we need an interesting gold table. And so know that they know about that. Know that you saw it. And it's funny, my mom called me from Pottery Barn today and she was like, "Do you need sheets?" I was like, "No, Mom, I'll just order them online. Thank you." And where? Come back here. Anniversary. Anniversary what? Um They said anniversary, then they showed me 11/7, which is my birthday, but they flipped it. So is there an anniversary in July?
Yes, that's my grandparents' anniversary.
Thank you.
I
Okay,
think
so
on the
you
4th of July.
on the
I
4th
think
of
it's the 4th of
July.
July. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so my birthday is 7/11 or 11/7 and then they went boop. So I'm like, all right, so it's right around there. And they do the mirroring thing and I think it's because of where they're at. So like if I feel like something's going to be like for you when I felt your kid, they show me a girl, but that means it's a boy.
Mm.
It's
Confusing.
always that's yes, it's always the same thing. I don't know why. And go back. L, L what? Hold on. So I was thinking of an L, and now I looked at a peacock. So hold on, let's figure out what that is. Hang on. P body? Nope. Hold on. Hold on. Just stay with me. Stay. Oh, that's where you're trying to take me. So is our son? Is he doing like finger foods now?
Not yet. Not yet.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's coming up. Okay, so yeah, so there's this feeling. They showed me peacock. I have one over here in the corner, and then they took the excuse my French cock part away, and they showed me a pea, and then I go, "What do you mean about pea?" And then they went
Oh, like him eating
eating.
peas?
Uh huh. Little
Oh,
peas, but they're very squishy, like the ones from the can or something. So they're
okay.
soft. And I'm like, oh, maybe we're transitioning, or maybe we're about
Okay.
to start doing this. He's what at 5 months old? How old is he now?
He's 2.5.
He's 2.5. Okay, so I
Yeah.
bet that starts happening. I can't remember when that happens, but I bet 4.5, 5 months old, something like
Yep.
that comes into
Hmm.
play. Okay, so they're watching this. So they're trying to take me back to your son, and they're trying to bring up what's happening in the future. That's where we're going with this.
Oh,
And where or the Ralphie part, I love that.
I
Ugh,
know that is my
yeah,
mom's gonna die when I tell
that
her that.
she is. Yeah, she. Wait, tell me about that. Hold on, Brenda. Mom doesn't smoke though, correct?
She does. Hmm.
She needs to quit. So I have a auntish. It's like my aunt's son's wife. So like whatever that relationship is, her name is Brenda, and Brenda smokes like a fucking chimney. Well, she ended up dying of lung
Mm,
cancer, and they just
mm.
brought her up and they made me smell it, and they're just like, "Tell mom."
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So essentially, you brought her up, and they're like, "Speaking of mom, now we're gonna grill her." And hold on, your ah, but your grandmother, so like mom's mom, they took her cigarettes away.
Mom's maybe,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know. I've only known her as a non-smoker. So I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, ask to see if your mom's mom used to smoke and then they took it away or something, or
I'm
somebody's
gonna have
talking
to.
about that. Hold on. I don't think she did at the very end, but give me a second. What about her now? Mm, mm. So there is technically a stepdad for your mom. I mean, not for she's married to somebody else.
Uh, no, no.
No.
If my mom's married to someone else, no, not
Mm-hmm.
yet.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. They keep talking about guy or relationship or dealing with mom or that, and I was
Hmm.
like, I don't think she has a stepfather. It doesn't feel like that. So hold on, hang on. I don't think your mom's actively looking for a relationship either, which is interesting. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. there may be, and your mom may roll her eyes on this. This is okay. Okay, this is going to be an interesting message. So there, the exact message is there may be somebody that she ends up meeting. It already feels like somebody that's in her circle or that she's seen before, that she knows before. But then it's a slow progression of like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm.
Okay, but this is the message. Don't do it.
Oh.
So it's like this person comes in, they seem great. The way that they show him is looking like Santa Claus. I don't think he's going to look like Santa Claus, but that for me means like magical and exciting and safe and
Mm.
good and joyous. That also sounds like narcissistic, right? So I'm giving
Mm.
everything, I'm doing everything, but you don't know it until you like get into the relationship and then you see like the snake pop up behind and then
Oh.
you're already in too deep or like you're already
Okay.
too curious. So I'm just going to say, if somebody like this shows up, and I wouldn't even be surprised. Nope, they don't have hair on their face. I would say if somebody like that shows up starting around middle of the year this year, just kind of like saying hi or being friendly. Maybe this goes with the neighbor as well. I don't know. It's like
Mm.
don't let them get close. Like it's not a
Okay.
good thing in the long run.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
and and who? Why? She did not kidnap them. You stop that. Hang on. What are you talking about? Hold on. So when you moved with your s- sister, your mom stayed on Hawaii?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
mom did look at it as like a kidnapping.
That's why.
Totally
What?
looked at it like a kidnapping.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go, oh, and they kidnapped them. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're talking about Hawaii. And I'm like, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? What happened with that? What's the whole point of that?
So me and my mom, it was really volatile
Yeah.
in our like high school days, and
Hmm.
we worked through the courts to basically give my sister guardianship. But mom still thought it was like a kidnapping.
Oh, of course, because it was never her issue to begin with.
Yeah,
Yes. Even though,
yeah,
yes. And we've grown from that. But know that they know and know that they also roll their eyes with you
perfect.
like that. Okay. So they
So funny.
completely agree. Yes. And
How
then
funny.
where? Okay, they're talking about my ring. Hang on. What about my ring? Somebody goes, but I don't like gold. What do you mean you don't like gold? Hold on.
Hmm.
You'd look good in gold, though. Hang on.
Oh,
Yeah, because you only do white gold, though, correct?
yeah, or silver.
That's why. Okay, so they're mocking you. They're going, I don't like gold.
I
And I'm
know.
just like, yes, okay, that's why. And so your grandmother's essentially going, they're talking about, oh, she won't wear my ring. If she had it, oh, she doesn't like gold. If they're talking about like not having her ring. And I'm like, all right. And they're just being funny. Who? They just put in, that's Johnny in Knoxville? That's Tennessee. Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. What is that guy's name? Hang on. What is the LMFAO thing? It just popped up on my thing. I was like, oh my god, I can't even with y'all. What is um M's name? Hang on. What was his best friend's name?
Oh, I think it was
Ro-
like Chris Pontius or no, Johnny Knoxville and Bam Margera, maybe.
yeah, Bam
Yeah.
Margera. Okay, okay. Huh. That's his second time. Does 2011 or does Brandon or 2011 have anything to do with y'all? Like, was there? I don't have anything else besides that. You can say no, but with
Yeah.
your, yeah, just say no to that. Yeah, there's something. that I'm not getting that will pop up in my brain later or as soon as we get off this call, and you'll get an email from me. But there's something about, and you're not traveling to Tennessee. You don't want to go north. There's nothing like that. Oh.
No, but we attempted to move to Tennessee.
They keep talking about, they talked about Tennessee earlier, and I was like, they're not going to move up there. I can't see them do that. What?
Yeah,
Why?
no, we attempted to move to Tennessee during the hurricane. Got there, it was terrible. Turned back around to Florida
I get it. I
within
understand.
a week.
Within a week? Within
Within
a
a week.
week. So that would be why. That would be why. And you know what? They reference Jackass. So I wonder if they're talking,
Yeah,
the
we felt
show.
like one.
Yes. So I would say that's kind of like all together in a whole message. So I do have to run to my next session. Otherwise, they're
Yes,
going to kick
yes,
my
yes, of
ass.
course.
Do you have any questions for me? And if you ever need me again, email me. You don't have to wait this long. I'll find time for you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Ever.
My only question, and I just want to know if there's anything with my son, like health related, I need to be aware of or keep an eye on.
Rickets. Maybe that's where that comes. I mean, rickets is a,
Interesting. No, because I
yeah.
was just looking this up about vitamin D drops and rickets. So maybe I need to start giving him a vitamin D drops.
Okay, so let me tell you why. So where that came from. So I was when we were waiting in the or I was waiting for my husband in the hospital. There was a woman, and she was walking with a walker, but her arms were like backwards and her legs were kind of as well. And I was like, "Do you need help into the bathroom?" I helped her, all that stuff. And I asked her. I said, "By what? How did you get this?" And she's like, "Rickets." And I go, oh, and I didn't even know anything about that. And so they just
Yeah.
brought up that to talk about
Okay.
this. So I would say yes. And since I didn't know vitamin D goes with it, yes, do
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, perfect. That was it.
Okay. Yeah, that is it. So everything happens for a reason. So what does this mean? This means your people have obviously been in my head for the last 12 hours. So please tell them you love them. And if you ever need me, let me know. Let me know when
I
this
will.
baby comes out, and I'll
I
talk to you
will.
later.
I'll let
Okay.
you know. Thank you so, so much.
You're welcome. Love you, baby.
Bye.
Mwah.
Love you.